3 years ago, this sounded impossible. Today, they're quietly replacing hours of work that people used to consider unavoidable. Research in seconds. Presentations in minutes. Studio-quality voices without microphones. And videos created from simple ideas. Studio-quality voices without studios. Videos without cameras. These tools don't feel real. The first one changes how you search for information online. Not a list of websites. An actual answer. For students, researchers, writers and professionals, it feels less like a search engine and more like having an assistant sitting beside you. If you've ever spent an hour looking for information that should have taken 5 minutes, you'll understand why this feels almost unfair. The second tool quietly destroys one of the most time-consuming tasks in modern work. Presentations. Most presentations are not difficult. They're repetitive. Finding templates. Writing slide titles. Formatting layouts. Adjusting spacing. Moving images 2 pixels to the left. This tool removes almost all of that. You give it a topic. It gives you an entire presentation. Structure. Design. Content. Images. In less time than it takes to open PowerPoint. The third tool may be the most underrated AI product available today. Imagine uploading an entire report, research paper, policy document or textbook and then speaking through it as if it were an expert sitting across the table. Summarize Chapter 3. What are the main arguments? Compare this section with the previous study. The document answers back. Not with keywords. Not with search results. With understanding. Some people are even turning their notes into podcast-style conversations and listening to them while commuting. That would have sounded absurd only a few years ago. The fourth tool is one that many viewers have probably already heard without realizing it. Because many of the voices appearing in videos, courses and advertisements are no longer human recordings. They're generated. And increasingly, nobody can tell the difference. The technology has moved beyond robotic voices and awkward pronunciation. Some of these voices carry emotion. Pauses. Tone. Personality. For creators working alone, that changes everything. Entire productions that once required microphones, studios and voice actors can now be produced from a laptop. The final tool feels the closest to the future. You describe a scene. A city at sunset. A product commercial. A cinematic sequence. A social media clip. And the video appears. Not after weeks of editing. Minutes later. The quality still isn't perfect. But that's not the important part. The important part is that this technology existed only in research laboratories a few years ago. Now anyone can access it. Perhaps none of these tools are truly replacing people. But they are changing the definition of what one person can accomplish alone. The individuals who learn to work with these systems will probably produce more work, faster, and with fewer barriers than ever before. And that may become one of the defining advantages of this decade.